Hey!
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Violet Flame community with T and Tarot. Yay! Corey, how are you doing today?
Fantabulous. How are you, Ruth?
I'm doing great. Go ahead and share a little bit about some of the things that we produced and the content that's coming up.
Oh, that's exciting too. I'm glad. I'm glad we're going to talk about that one because so what we've just recently released is our last podcast. It was the Ruth and Corey show, and we talked about brainwaves and how your subconscious mind can heal your life. It was a fascinating conversation talking about how you can lower your brainwaves and take yourselves into different states of consciousness, and what you can do in those states of consciousness. It's really fantastic stuff. We had a good time, good chat on that one for sure. Now the upcoming events, we've got some really neat stuff. Now, of course, for March, we have our meditation and sound baths, and we also have our tea and tarots for March. However, we have a really cool surprise for everybody. We're going to start in March. We're starting a 3-part series on sound healing. And each of these 3 episodes have an interview with a professional sound healer. The very first one, which is coming out on the 2nd of March, is with rock star turned sound healer Ben Carroll from the band Ra, R-A, like the sun god. Ben will give you his entire history about how he ended up playing to crowds of 20,000, going from playing to crowds of 20,000 as a guitarist to healing people with sound bowls. It's just going to be a lot of fun. So please, if you're not a member, go to www.patreon.com/violetflame432. Become a member. You can support us and get a lot of this really great content as soon as it comes out, and some other special events that we do during the month as well.
That sounds good. Thank you, Corey. All right, I just want to invite everyone to sit back, grab your tea, get comfortable. For those of you who are joining us from our Violet Flame community, thank you so much. You support us. You get to ask questions. If you are watching this on the replay or from the YouTube channel and you would like to be part of asking questions, go ahead and sign up at the link Corey just said, and you will be able to get information on how to ask a question. To do tea and tarot, I like to do it very relaxed. I like to do it calm. I like you to be in a place of just peace and rest. We're going to have Corey do a mini sound bath, just 2 or 3 minutes to help set the stage. Then we're going to ask several questions. And these questions include physical and emotional health guidance for the next 2 to 4 weeks. They include an update looking at the ascension of humanity, what we're going through as souls, as humanity, as a collective. Then also, if our angels and guides could speak to us, what would they tell us at this time? And so thank you for being here. Corey, I'm going to turn this over to you. And sit back and receive.
Ruth, do you want to also just mention how people can ask questions?
Yes.
If they're watching this on YouTube, there's no option to do that. But if somebody watching on YouTube wanted to ask a question for our next one, how would they do that?
So in the description box below, there is a link that says join our Violet Flame community. And this is the link you would join to sign up. And then from there, you'll get instructions on how to ask a question.
Awesome. So again, please go to our Patreon, patreon.com/violetflame432. Sign up as a member. It's $7. And you get all this great content, plus you support Ruth and I as we continue to make more content for you. We would really appreciate it. We'd just love to have you as part of our community where we encourage each other to share our light, not only with each other, but with the world.
That's right. Sounds good.
Ready, Ruth?
I'm ready.
Okay, so sit back, relax. We're going to have about 3 minutes of the note of A with two separate sound bowls, crystal singing bowls. The A note represents the third eye. So sit back and relax. Close your eyes. Let the sound wash over you. Slowly bring yourself back, gently fluttering your eyes open, relaxing. I'm ready, Ruth. Are you ready?
I am ready. Thank you so much, Corey.
Very welcome.
So what's our first question for our tea and tarot?
This is a good one. Especially having to do, considering with the physical illness that's been going around lately, what guidance does Spirit have for our upcoming emotional and physical wellness in the next 2 to 4 weeks?
Okay, so our physical and our emotional, I'm getting the physical health coming in first. We have the King of Pentacles, and this is the optimal health card, the card of perfect health. And then it's aspected or clarified by the wish that's turned upside down. So a desire for optimal health is going to be our wish in the next 2 months. However, our body is going to be doing a lot of cleansing, and the cups here represent detoxing. And I'm reminded, Corey, that we're going into Pisces season as of right now, and Pisces is the energy of water, emotional and physical. Like picture the liquid, so like ocean, Pisces, fish. So it's a cleansing period time. So for the next 2 to 4 months, our bodies are actually looking to detox a lot of things. And the message coming in from Spirit here is, don't expect too much from your body. Sometimes you want optimal health, but with the wish fulfillment turned upside down, or the desires turned upside down, it's saying, give your body some grace in not feeling the best. I know that's not the information we want to hear, but give your body the grace that if it needs extra sleep, or if it has those sniffles, or those sneezes, or those even anything that comes with the cold, really take care of your body and just nurture it and be like, it's okay. I know you're cleansing. I know you're clearing yourself, and just giving yourself that grace to be like, it's okay. It's not because I am super sick or my immune system's out of whack. You're just going through a cleansing period. We do have a lot of stress coming up in the collective concerning health. And the message coming in from Spirit is, really don't stress your immune system. Really don't stress any health pandemics. Don't let fear be a controlling factor in your health. Instead, take proactive measures, take the immune boosting supplements, but don't ever go into, I'm so afraid I might catch the flu if I go into the store, because that fear is actually going to put us in a vibration of more sickness. So that's what's coming in for guidance, is really stay positive about your health, not too many expectations concerning your physical health. So let's look at emotional health here. Okay, our emotions here are moving slowly and heavily forward. And there seems to be, with this subconscious beliefs and programs, our emotions are being hit hard in the detox. So Pisces is emotion. It's water, it's emotion. So Pisces season for the next 4 weeks is going to be detoxing our emotions. Some of them might feel a little bit heavy, but the reassurance here is that we are always taking slow but sure steps forward in getting rid of our emotional baggage. So once again, being nurturing to us when we go through our emotional ups and downs, and to know that it is a cleansing period. And even if we do feel some heaviness, it's still a release. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Still a release. Physically and emotionally, we're going to be going through some good releases this month, and it's going to be okay. It's going to be good for us, and we just need to take care of ourselves.
It's interesting. It sounds like the guidance that we got about taking care of our immune system is mainly geared towards us having to detox emotionally. So we're going to need our immune system up to snuff, not only to help with our emotional detox, but also fight off anything physical that may be, that we may not know that's around. For example, the flu, the cold, whatever.
Right, and keeping our emotions flowing in a detoxing way, not keeping it bottled up, is actually going to give us a better immune system. Like getting rid of that fear or any negativity, that's going to give us a healthier immune system. Mind, body, soul.
From an emotional perspective then, so this also, to me, it sounds like we need to not suppress emotions. Don't repress or suppress emotions. Allow them, so it's okay to feel those emotions. It's okay to feel them. And you can ask them what they want and what do they need in order to be transmuted. Send them to your heart center and conduct some alchemy there from low vibration to high vibration and send it out.
That's good. That's very, very good advice. Okay, what question's next?
Okay, so this is one that we question quite a bit because we're always curious about the progress and what we've done to move forward. So the next question is, what does Spirit have to say about the ascension progress of humanity? How are we doing, Spirit?
How are we doing? Thank you. Okay, wow, interesting. So the past energy is coming up as the moon card, and the moon is our subconscious programming. It's the ick that gets trapped in our energy field because of everything either, and it could be different for every person. It could be religious programming, it could be societal programming, it could be mental programming. So all of it is basically, I'm seeing like the dark ick that collects in our energy field. However, a lot has been transmuted. And so I'm hearing the words, good job. This is the alchemy where the angel is pouring liquid from one chalice to the other, and it's getting alchemized. Now, the collective currently is still going through a lot of shock and shock waves, a lot of tower moments. Here's the Tower card, and it's in the hidden subconscious, just the emotions. Again, the emotions is coming up. It feels like our emotions are just raw. Some of the emotions are just raw. But it's like that's the after effect of the cleansing. Does that make sense? It's like we've been aware of certain things, things have come up, we've realized this isn't working, I don't like this, I realized that was a programming, and we've had to face it. We're actually alchemizing it, but we're still emotionally, as a soul level, feeling the side effects of some of our ascension process. Does that make sense?
That's a symptom of rebalancing. So what you're describing is very important for people to understand. They think that when they have gone through a shift and have maybe detoxed or gotten rid of some emotion or something, the energy body has to recalibrate. And it may feel raw and bad. It may feel strange. And the reason is because it's different. But this is actually a time to be really, really excited because of releasing that emotion, releasing that lower vibrational energy, and your body now recalibrating to some higher vibrational energy. So it's really a good thing that you're feeling this way, and not something that you need to be concerned about.
I agree. There's definitely in the card, I want to ask advice to how to handle this ick, because the Knight of Cups came up for our future and what we're going into, and that's a healing card. Slow healing, but it's a healing. So we have two cards with water and emotions being healed and balanced just right here. But what guidance do you have, Spirit, for balancing some of these raw emotions? Okay, we have the Strength card, and this can be the ego. So just watch the ego, watch to see when things come up, especially the panic and the fear of like, I'm not good enough. Why am I still feeling these emotions? Something must be. That's the ego wanting to revert back to its old familiarity and comfort, right? It's like something must be wrong with me.
Ruth, can I just speak on the ego real quick?
Yes, you may. I was pausing because I knew you had something.
Well, because what you just brought up is vitally important for people to understand too, because we often hear a lot about what the ego does, and it gets a bad rap. But keep in mind, though, the ego is not a bad thing. The ego is there to keep you safe. But the ego keeps you safe by keeping you in an area where you are comfortable, where you understand what's going on. Now, the downside of that could possibly be that area that you're being kept in is not for your highest and best good. But the reason it feels good is because it's familiar. So in this case, the ego's not wrong, but in order for you to move forward, you do need to step out into the unknown, do the trust fall, let the universe catch you and take care of you.
Very good point. Very good point. And the next card coming in is the Six of Cups. So there might be some memories come popping up, especially with Pisces season. That's emotions, the memories. The new moon is on the February 27th, and the full moon is somewhere in the middle of March. So you might feel some memories from past emotional circumstances, childhood, pop up. And there's definitely something coming in about those being healed. But I need more clarity, please. Mother yourself, Empress. Nurture your inner child, nurture those emotions, those memories. Corey, something that I like to do whenever memories come up from my childhood or from past experiences is I just speak to myself in that location. I say, it's going to be okay. Sometimes I'll imagine light coming down to that part of me, that child me, or that past version of me, or I'll just be like, I'll talk to myself. You're going to be okay. You are healed, you are whole, you're safe again. And so you can kind of I'm kind of getting like that inner child work. There's lots of different inner child work, but really mothering yourself. And that's been coming up a lot, especially for those who maybe don't have mother figures in their life or around, have had mother wounds. That might come up. Pisces can be a feminine energy. And so just being aware of, if you don't have that mother, you do have divine energy within you to bring in that mothering energy of, you're going to be okay, or I hear you, whatever your inner child of that person, that part of you needed. You can give it to yourself. We never have to sit in victim mode of, oh, I never had a mother, so I don't know what that feels like, or I never had a father do right. We can always bring up that energy from within us and then use it to heal those parts of you. What do you think about that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're spot on with that, especially with the I think it's very important to recognize when we start to get into that victim mentality, like, oh, poor me. No, not poor you. Everything that you're experiencing is what you want to experience. But as Ruth said, everything that you need is already inside you. Let it come out, and it will take care of you. Exactly.
And what is our next question, Corey?
Yes. This is so I'm going to rephrase it.
Okay, go for it.
So it says, if our angels and spirit guides could speak with us, what would they say? I'm going to rephrase it as, our angels and spirit guides are speaking to us. What are they saying?
Very good. So I'm going to tap into the collective of the collective angels, the collective guides that are of the love and light, the highest love and light for us. And this is going to be a general message, so take it as it resonates, everyone. But go ahead and pull out the parts that are meant for you. So what do you have to speak to us, Spirit Guide Collective? Interesting. So now I'm feeling some channeling coming in, Corey. I just had a huge message hit. We have the Knight of Swords, and when I say channeling, it's not where I lose control. It's just I'm feeling a message coming in directly, and it doesn't seem to be coming from me. It's the Knight of Swords, and this is words, harsh, angry words, and family. The message that hit me was this. Some of you are getting some harsh words from your family at this time. We hear, we see, and this is coming from our guides, the collective. We hear what's going on. We see what's going on. We are aware that there are deceptive energies or just inauthentic energies. We know that some people have lied to you. We know that some people are not telling you the truth. We know that some people are not being their authentic self with you. Some information is being held back where you wish they would just be more honest with you. There's some frustration here. We see your frustration. We see your pain. We have heard the words. However, we are here to alchemize every broken heart, every negative word, every harsh word spoken. This is the Magician card. This is the card of where I see our guides and angels just like stirring it and saying every word spoken against you will be healed. Every word you spoke that you regret, or every word someone spoke against you, they do regret and they will regret. And we will heal every hurting word that's been spoken against you. We have kept a recollection of your Akashic record. So I'm seeing like the Akashic records here beginning to be like a wave, almost like a sound wave, but it's like a book in a sound wave on the earth plane. And we have kept the records of the words spoken against you in your Akashic records, and they're all being put into a pot, and we're going to alchemize every word curse. We're going to alchemize every negative word. We're going to bring everything back into balance. We have not forgotten you. And there is a tremendous timeline shift coming with this Chariot card. I hear the words, there's a tremendous timeline shift coming. And in this new timeline that you're going into, your vibration is altering. It's going into a new time. Time has stood still for you, and now time is moving forward. And this time is saying to you, in this timeline, words will be alchemized. They will be healed. They will be balanced, they will be leveled, and you will be on the same playing field of everyone who thought or spoke negatively about you. Everything is going to be balanced, and it's like I can see time, or the energy of this timeline, where everyone's going to start fresh again. It's like everyone's going to have a brand new beginning, and there's going to be no disapproval or no anger or no frustration that's going to keep, because right in the past it's like the scales were tipped because of all the words, because our words are powerful. All the words that were spoken in our history have kind of like, even our own words I'm seeing have kind of like balanced the scales. And I'm seeing people saying, why isn't my money coming in, or why can't I manifest this, or why I am not bringing in health or wealth or friendships or love. And I'm seeing like we're balancing it, because the words of our souls and the words of our ego kind of like inputted into our energy field and produced a self-fulfilling karma. But we're being given a new chance where all the words are going to be balanced and healed. And I really hear the words, we have heard the words, and we're going to heal the words. Wow. That's for somebody out there. Take it as it resonates. But I would love to hear what you have to say in the comments as well. Corey, what do you think?
Oh, with that one, for me, it was all about the ascension process. And ultimately, when we do, as a collective transition to 5D, individually, some people transition to 5D. But once we make that split away from 3D and go into 5D, that's when I see that as being the time at which those words that had lower vibrational meanings will be alchemized at that point. And as it's also that time in which, from a biblical perspective, it's that time which there's no more crying, There's no more, there's no more sadness. There's, no bad words are being spoken. That's what kept coming up for me. Those kinds of things.
Interesting. Almost where that just doesn't come out anymore.
Right.
Those words just don't come out anymore.
Well, they can't come out anymore because our vibrations will be too high for those words to even be part of our lexicon.
That's so good. So good. So good. Sweet. Thank you so much, Corey. This has been a fabulous Tea and Tarot. I think our next Tea and Tarot is on March 8th. It's a Saturday at 9 a.m. And then I think we have a sound bath coming up on March 15th at 9 a.m., which is the Saturday after. So go ahead and sign up to our YouTube channel, subscribe to it, and also look at the Violet Flame Patreon community. The link is in the description box below, because I don't know about you, Corey, but I really enjoy getting together with you and doing these readings and having your input, and and it's just good to kind of know where we're at.
It's good fun. We have a good time doing it, and the messages are always upbeat and interesting. I enjoy this.
Sweet. All right. Well, that sounds good. I know this was a little bit shorter. If any of you want to put questions in for next week, go ahead and sign up. We would love to take them and have them ready